to Hindsight 2021 for the third week of June. I'm Damian Musiani, and here's your news. Leading off, arr matey, after more than a year, Americans took to the seas to start off one crazy summer, evidenced by truly astonishing events across our waters. In Cape Cod, for example, this lobsterman had a whale of a story to tell. No, his name's not Jonah, but don't call him Ishmael either. This is Michael Packard, who swears he was swallowed whole by a humpback whale while diving off Wellfleet last week. Packard says he was minding his own business when he felt a bump and everything went dark when the giant mammal mistook him for a fish and gulped him into his mouth for 30 seconds before breaching and spitting him back out. And if that sounds fishy to you, it may be because humpbacks don't eat anything larger than krill because they have these baleen plates that keep anything larger than a sardine from getting through, not to mention a scraggly, full-sized man. It's like that old saying, where there's smoke, there's blubber. In totally unrelated news, heroin overdoses have skyrocketed in Cape Cod as a result of the global pandemic. Next time, Michael, let Narcan be your first mate. Just stay on the boat. Or maybe don't. Look how terrified this group of would-be adventurers were as they perched upon certain death after they rented a boat in Austin, Texas for a leisurely trip down the Colorado River and ended up halfway off the edge of 36-foot-high Longhorn Dam. They called the boat operators, who sent a rescue vessel, which looked like somebody built it in their garage one day. Finally, Lake Patrol officers sent out a real boat to tie off and pull back the stranded boat, taking the 4 Rhodes Scholars aboard to safety. They apparently ignored multiple warning signs in both English and Spanish. I mean, all that was missing was a hologram of Charles Darwin yelling, "Remember I called this shit!" But then again, Texas has the 4th lowest literacy rate in the country, so this could have just been a math error. The real cliffhanger is, of course, how will these women fare knowing that they are the worst nautical travelers since Gilligan and the Skipper? Or are they? From Alaska come 3 people saying, "Hold my dunce cap." They found themselves stranded in Menasha Bay with 2 dogs, all clinging to a giant inflatable pink flamingo. The group decided to float around with no precautions or safety measures and had to have the U.S. Coast Guard fly in and hoist each of them up to safety. I mean, this pic says it all. The crewmen are smiling, but you know what they're thinking, right? If Darwin were only alive today, what would he have to say about it all?
It was not what I wanted!
And that's your news. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with Fresh Hindsight.